When we sit down with a financial advisor for the first time, there's something that always comes up. They know the top advisors at their firm are earning a lot more than they are. What they haven't done, though, is to calculate what that gap actually adds up to over a career. Because when they do that, it changes things. For example, after the first 5 years, the top advisors at a firm like Edward Jones in the US and Canada earned $100,000 more than the ones performing at the 75% level. That gap adds up to a massive $2.5 million over 25 years. And at a firm like Northwestern Mutual, it's similar or even more. That's not a rounding error. That's a mansion in most parts of the US and Canada, and that's borderline generational wealth. But here's the really good news. We're not talking about some exceptional outlier at the top of the leaderboard that we got to chase. We're talking about the advisors at the same firm, in the same market, with a similar starting point, just the top 25% of the performers. They're not smarter, they're not working harder. They have just figured out ways of attracting and closing the right clients. Your firm will of course train you, but not to close that gap. That's not their job. They train advisors to get better results on average, not for you to close the gap. But this, of course, requires precision to learn how to close that gap. And we can liken it to sports. We can train very hard and stay disciplined and do everything that is asked of us. But if the technique or something is slightly off, the results might not come and we might even get injured. A good coach doesn't question the commitment. They help us correct the details that really matter. And that's exactly what we do as well. We pinpoint the simple things that make a huge difference. The advisors we work with, they see results in the first week, and they get on a new trajectory already after a couple of months. Not because we work miracles, but because the gap we help them close is very specific, and they already know most of the stuff. So I started out as a rookie financial advisor myself with a phone and a desk, so I know what it feels like to look at the guys at the top of the leaderboard. But I soon got them myself. And since then, I worked with financial advisors and private bankers across the world. And what we see consistently across firms and markets and countries is that the gap between the solid advisor and the top ones comes down to two fundamental things. Firstly, understanding how people make big choices in life, like investing millions of dollars. And secondly, how they think when they need to find some help, when they need to find an advisor. And based on that, we show exactly how to get the bigger deals and 100% share of wallets, how to nail the meetings and attract the dream clients. And it works quickly, as I said, because the advisors we work with, they aren't starting from scratch. They already have the right skills and they're ready to invest in themselves. Every advisor we work with has already made a similar investment before, or more than one. A degree, certifications, continuing education, each time because they were hoping there was an upside. And this is the same decision, but this time we know the upside. The advisors are already proving it's possible in your firm, in your market. So if this resonates with you at all, I suggest we schedule a 30-minute video call, and there's a calendar link in the description below. And we would love to hear how we can help you as well. So speak soon. Thank you for your time.